In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a fantastic way to find low content and no content niches for Amazon KDP. Hello, my name is Ben McQueeney, and if you haven't been to this channel before, I make videos on how you can make a great passive income selling low content and no content books on Amazon KDP. And if that sounds like something you like the sound of, then please subscribe to my channel, leave me a like, and hit that notification bell. I'm dizzy after doing that intro. One of the main problems that self-publishers come and tell me is, how do I find a niche to sell in? How do I come up with the ideas to make these sorts of books? And what people usually do is they go on Amazon and they start to type in things like notebook and unicorn notebook and mermaid notebook. But guess what, mate? Everybody is doing those books. Everybody in the world. Everybody. So the whole purpose of this video is to give you idea generation. And then you can go and look on Amazon to see if those ideas are a good niche or not. And I'm going to take you through the tool that I've created to help you do this. I'm not saying it's got every single niche in the world, but it has definitely got a lot of niches. Let's just say that, shall we? So I'm going to boot up this tool stroke spreadsheet, and I'm going to show you how you can use it to generate some ideas. Right, so this is the spreadsheet that I've created here, okay? And as you can see here, this is the ultimate niche finder document. And you know, there's basically lots of different niches on here, okay? So we've got kind of the core subjects, and then the things within those subjects. And what I've done is, and then you've got also the type of book. Yeah, so if you look here, we've got kind of notebook, journal, maze book, you know, going on logbook, these sorts of things. And there's all the different types of low content books there. So when you've kind of found a subject and you've found the thing, you kind of select the type of book, but then you can also go further and pick the audience, so men, women, kids, children, you know, and there's loads of different types there. So the variance on this is massive, over 700,000 variants for this whole document. So there's quite a lot of niches for you to explore. So once you've kind of picked a kind of niche with these kind of three columns, you're then going to go and search that particular keyword that's come up on Amazon. And then we're going to look for the bestsellers rank and make sure that on those pages there's like kind of a low amount of reviews. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick some at random, and hopefully we're going to have some success. So here we go. So if we've got this keyword here, which is abstract, okay. Now what you can do is, if you're going to have a go of a keyword, you could highlight it if you want. So just highlight that as blue. So abstract notebook, and let's put for women. You see, so but what we could probably do is start off with a smaller keyword. So abstract notebooks. Let's copy that. Oh, this is Dragon Journal for Kids, something I was doing just previous to this video. So anyway, let's abstract notebook. Let's see what that comes up with that. Oh, 50,000. So that's not looking very good, is it? Nope, not looking very good at all. So let's niche down a bit further, and or potentially change it. Yeah, let's change it. So abstract journal, and we can kind of, let's just see what results that turns back, because it could potentially be a bit better. And this is the cool thing you see with this. You can just change the backwards. See, that's 50,000 as well, so that's no so that's no good either. But the point is, if you've got a kind of a thing, you could go down all of these and sort of see if any of them are returning some good results. So I've niched this down for women, so abstract journal for women. And this is what niche research is doing this kind of constant I'll see, look at this here. So look, 400 odd. And so that particular keyword is returning a low amount of competitors, which is good. And then as we kind of look down here, these bloody pop-ups are doing my head in today. As we go down, we need to look for the best sellers rank. And as you can see, because I've got Amazon DS Quick View installed on my Chrome, you can see that it's giving me the best sellers rank here. Just at hand. So what we're looking for is we're looking for 300,000 and less. Any of the ones that say FBA seller, they're the ones that are not kind of from KDP. So as you can see one here, this is a KDP one here, and that's 355,000, which isn't too bad. But I think we can do better. 355,000 means it's probably selling, in the region of 5 to 10 a month, yeah. And the best sellers rank gives you an indication of how popular a particular niche is. Now, there's quite a lot of sales going on here, but as I'm going down, I can see that there is opportunities where books haven't sold, because it's saying rank not found, so books haven't sold. But there's also there's areas where some books have very low reviews, which means there is the potential, therefore, for you to make a book in this particular niche, in this particular keyword, and for you to start ranking on the first page. But then if you're ranking on the first page, you've got to make the assessment and think to yourself, well, is there going to be people there to even buy this book? Is it a popular niche? Okay, so what we can do, and it's entirely up to you how you do this, but the way I've been doing it is putting in the number of results. So there's the number of results, and then I've been giving it just a general indication of what's the kind of average bestseller rank. So having a look around here, some of them are good, some of them are not so good. So you can kind of say to yourself, well, it's kind of okay, I think, in terms of the bestsellers rank. You could go into a deeper analysis and actually add them all up and divide them by the amount to get the exact average. But I think for the purposes of this, you just need to do kind of like a quick assessment. So I'm just going to put that as okay. And like I've done in the past with like Publisher Rocket tutorials and stuff, yellow is kind of okay, green is good, and red is bad. So we'll kind of give this the kind of yellow. So I'm just looking through here. Look at this, low reviews here, low reviews there. So we can kind of say that the opportunity to potentially rank on this particular keyword is quite high. So I'm going to probably say that that's a good. See, look, so there's a book there that hasn't even sold, you see. So let's just put that as green. And we can just go up here. This is actually an Excel sheet. This isn't a Google Doc. And this sheet is going to be available for anybody to download on my Gumroad if you so wish. So that particular keyword then is generally okay. So let's have a look at another one. What's this one? Academic notebook. Okay, so let's do exactly the same process. We'll pin that into the search engine, and let's just see what it's going to return for us. 50,000, which isn't ideal. So what we can do then is we can weed it down. So for students, again, 50,000, which is kind of showing me that potentially it's not a great keyword on the notebook front. But look, if you go to the audience, you can kind of select, look for college. So academic notebook for college. Let's see if that gives us something else. And you can do as much of this as you want. If you really, really want to do an academic notebook, you'll probably likely to find a good keyword if you keep digging. Okay, so this is 1,000. Let's go down and let's have a look. So these are all the sponsored ones, i.e. being shown because of ads. So let's have a look at the organic stuff. So as you can see, all those little FBA sellers, it means that it's not from KDP, so we're not really interested in those. Okay, so quite low, quite high bestseller ranks there. I'm just going to scroll down here and see if there's anything that catches my attention. But these all just look like spiral notebooks and things like that, which obviously isn't a KDP book. And this niche finder tool, by the way, is generated from mostly Brainstorm and things, and I've used ChatGPT to create the subjects and things like that. So you can go ahead and make a similar document to yourself, and I would kind of say to you, go and do it. Oh, this page looks pants. This looks pants, this. So I think for this particular one, academic notebook for college, I think just for the sake of it, we'll read it out. So then we know that in the future, not to bother going down that kind of route anymore. There's no point, is there? So here's a thing for you. You can actually kind of filter the subjects. You can also arrange them alphabetically and things like that. And look, you can see all the subjects that I've got here. There's loads, mate, right? And, this is one that I'm thinking of doing to maybe show you is the flowers one. Popular flowers. So look, I've arranged that. Let's just pull this down. Look at all these. Whoa, loads of niches, loads. And I'm just thinking, should we have a look at flowers and explore the flowers? So a lot of these flowers I don't even know. But, things in like notebooks and stuff like that, people people like, flowers. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to freeze the top line so that I can see what I'm actually doing here. So let's just pull this back down to the flowers. And let's just do a handful of these and see if we can find some good keywords. So chrysanthemum, I do know what a chrysanthemum is. So notebook for women. So let's copy that. Stick it into the search bar and see what we get. This is interesting. An AI generated book straight away. So let's just have a quick look around here. There wasn't very many results, so that's good. But it's pulling up things like first day, at school book. Look, there's a composition notebook there. There's another one where the sales are not particularly good. Again, when I'm scanning these things, I'm seeing a rank not found and high bestsellers rank. So that indicates to me that it's not really a thing. Yeah, we're not really feeling that one. Oh, daffodil. The good old daffodil. I bet you we find, so let's pick that as journal. Let's see if we can get anything on the daffodil front. Let's see if we can get anything on the daffodil front. That'll be the title of the video. Well, this is alright. So 450. And as we can see, some very basic covers. That's another thing that you should perhaps always think about when you are doing your niche finding, is what are the covers like on a particular keyword? Are they good covers? Because if they're really good covers, it might be something for you to think about and think, well, the covers are too good. You know what I mean? So if there's high reviews and good covers, you think, right, it's going to be hard to get into. But if you look here on these daffodils, this daffodil notebook, a lot of these covers are not great. So you could make a better one, and then straight away people will be more attracted to your book. So I'm looking there, and I don't think the daffodils have done it for me either. Now what you can do is, you can read these out so that we know that we've explored it, and we didn't, find it very good. You could also read these particular bits out as well, and all you do is go to that button and press the red to read it. It's entirely up to you. But let's just keep exploring until we find one that's half decent. So I'm looking at Forget Me Not now. Forget Me Not. So Forget Me Not notebook. So let's try that. because you can try your notebook and then you know notebook for women, but it's always best just to try the root one first. So look at this, 105 results. Okay. So let's go down here. Right, forget me not notebook. And you can see there, I can see like a password book there. So, it gives you ideas doing this sort of thing. And anything that you see that kind of piques your interest, write it down. Do you see what I'm saying? So that, you can keep track of things that you think, I need to explore that for later on. Okay, so look, forget me not is obviously a perfect one for passwords. I didn't think of that, and I never would have unless I did this video and made this video for you. But again, looking at all the BSR ranks and stuff like that, it's not something that's immediately standing out to me as something that potentially have a look at. So let's go for another flower, poppy. Oh, poppies. Let's have a look here. So poppy notebook, and we could put for seniors because that might hit that core demographic. So let's stick this in here and let's see what we get. So only 86. Okay. First one, tulips. So poppies, how I survive poppies, master's degree. Okay, so go and have a look down here, and then this is where we start getting to the notebooks here. I can see the bestsellers ranks are not great. That one's alright. We'll go down a little bit further. Again, there's quite a few here that have not sold at all, which is a good indication. Let's take away the seniors section. Let's just see what the poppy note. Alright, so this is 216 then. And we're getting more specific products here. And to be honest, the front covers, are very straightforward to do. So you could probably make a nice cover. And if you look, we have got a few that have got low best-selling ranks. So if we just pull this down a bit further, have a little bit look more down here. Yeah, there's a few here that seem to be okay. There's one there for 284,000. It's quite a low price though, so it wouldn't be very good royalty on that. And there's a few here. Again, these are sponsored ones, those ones. So look, there's another one there for 221,000. So there's two under 300,000. So that's looking good. Again, pull this down. There's a few that are kind of selling and stuff like that. But what we want really is we want kind of, I would say 300,000 to give you a good indication that's giving you a good kind of niche. And again, there's some that are selling or that have sold. And there's lots of different, I'd say some of these designs are not that great. So it would be relatively straightforward to, see there's one there for 323,000. That's relatively close to 300,000. So I genuinely think that that's an okay one, to be honest. It's not going to be very hard to rank on this page. There's quite a lot of products here that have got low reviews like that. And there's a few that haven't even sold at all. So for me, you could make a poppy notebook, right? And chances are you're going to get on this first page, and there is a bit of a market for it. So you could do this like tomorrow, you know what I mean, or today, after you watch this video. So I think we can kind of make all this kind of green. That's something to go for, I would have thought. Now what you could do is you could make a brand where you're just making like flower notebooks, and you just pick the flowers that have not very much competition, and the keywords that not have very much competition. So here, I'm going to try sunflower. So 649 results, so a few more competitors here. But obviously sunflower is a little bit more popular, I would have thought. Yeah. So we'll just wait for the best-selling ranks to actually load up. And as you can see here, oh yeah, so like there's the first one there, 323,000. Yeah, so she's a sunflower. I'm a sunflower. She's not a sunflower, I'm a sunflower. No, so as you can see, if you go down here, look, there's another one there. And the best-selling rank on that's 52,000. Hello. So that's selling pretty well. Very good. But look, it's got quite a lot of reviews. But beside it is books that haven't got reviews. So this is what I'm saying. You know, there's a chance there. Look, there's another one there for 66,000. So that's really good. So that's selling quite a lot as well. That's a strange one for $2.50. Probably not got many pages. So as you can see here, so this one's looking like a pretty nifty one. There's definitely a market for it because, you know, there's lots of sales going on here, and there's lots of sales through the KDP platform, which is very good. So for me, that'd be something again to have a look at, because going down here, there's lots of books that have got hardly any reviews as well. Look, it's only got 6 reviews, but still doing regular kind of sales at a decent price as well. I've just noticed there's quite a few of those, you know, personalised books, you know, that have got a letter on and stuff. So you could even do a range of sunflower books that have just got someone's letter on the front. You see? And that'd be really straightforward. You just design the book once and change the letter each time. See, look at this one. This is really good. 179,000. So I think that particular keyword, sunflower notebook, is decent. So you could niche it down further. You could go sunflower notebook for kids, for women, whatever. So I'm going to green all that out. And then you'd go ahead and, you know, start making the books relatively straightforward. And it's just a notebook, so the interior is dead easy. So there you go. So as you can see, generating niches for your low content and no content books on Amazon KDP isn't that difficult. You just need to go ahead and follow the steps. If you want access to that tool that I have just been demonstrating, then go on my Gumroad and go and download it. I will leave a link to it in the description below. If you've got any specific questions related to Amazon KDP, why don't you go and join my Facebook group, where there's lots of different community people in there asking all various questions. And you know what? I think I've got back to every single one, which I think's decent. If you found this video today useful, please don't forget to give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, push that button. Now, if you go and have a look at this video here, I think you'll find that useful too. And until next time.